If you're slaving away for hours on end making a Super Mario Maker stage just to come and find out that it's been deleted for next to no reason, we're talking about something that you poured your heart into. Hours upon hours of dedication, tinkering, editing, all that shit going into crafting this stage, and then it's deleted. The reasoning, you're not given one. That is still happening. We have Super Mario Maker stages that are just being deleted left and right off of the Nintendo servers, and nobody's being notified as to the who, what, where, when, why, just nothing. It's just happening. Now, when you have a game that is community-driven, like Super Mario Maker is, and it's a fantastic title. To me, it's one of the best Nintendo Wii U games. As a matter of fact, I would put it on the list of quintessential titles that are must-haves, must-plays, must-owns for the Nintendo Wii U. Hell, I would even say it's one of the best games that came out last year. I've poured in tons of times. As a matter of fact, I've made several stages. I'll put, the level codes or whatever for all that shit somewhere in here so you can see it. Alpha Omega Rage Quit is the main stage that you're going to want to play and eventually try to conquer, but it's just going to conquer you. It is going to conquer the shit out of your brown eye, I assure you. Now, but back to the point is, what is the reasoning behind this? Now, it's been posted on social media websites, it's been posted on forums, it's been posted on Reddit that this has been happening, and this has been happening for months now. I'd seen this happening, I didn't get the chance to talk about it, then had seen an article saying that it's still occurring, so it just made me want to go and discuss the matter. So, why could they be doing that? Some people might say that, well, if it's too low of a play count, then the stage should automatically be deleted. And that's supposed to be one of the things that Nintendo says, is that's their reasoning for going and doing that. But we're talking about some stages that were deleted within hours and even mere days of being uploaded. That doesn't seem like a good amount of time to give any one stage, time to flourish and grow, especially on its own. And if you don't have some dedicated platform to, tell everybody, hey, go and check this out, it can be kind of difficult considering that you were swimming through a sea of stages that are being created by the hour, by the day, by the week, in the hundreds and thousands. So you're going up against all that fierce competition, not including the ones that have been played hundreds of thousands and even millions of times as being like the biggest, most well-known stages. So does that deserve to be happening? I mean, it'd be like on YouTube, a video that's only gotten, maybe 10, 20, 30 views, it's deleted because Google doesn't feel that it's warranting the space that it's taking up on the servers. Is that fair? Does everything have to be a success story overnight to warrant being there? And if we're talking about something that's community-driven, isn't that something that's dictated by everybody and anybody out there, rather than some anonymous individual deciding the fate of something existing or not existing? It just seems kind of peculiar to see that, because I haven't seen this in tons of other user-generated content-type games, where they're just going and getting rid of things that somebody made themselves, and whether or not it was good, whether or not it's worthy of your time, remains to be seen. That beauty is in the eye of the beholder, whoever is going to sit down and try to go and judge it, but that sucks for whoever made it. And I think that that's kind of undermining the initial point behind a game like this. Don't you think that's kind of a dick move to do? And even more so when you're not given any kind of notice or understanding as to why that may have happened. Now, if this was happening to complete copycat stages, where somebody just played through a stage, really liked it, and then wanted to go and rip it off, then I might understand something like that. Again, just using YouTube as a comparison of sorts. If somebody is taking your shit and then just re-uploading it in hopes of some sort of profit, then I can understand them wanting to go and take that shit down. And I'm not talking about, like, remixes or anything like that. I'm talking literally just stealing your shit and then re-uploading it in hopes that someone will give a fuck that you exist. But that's not really the case here. We're talking about very unique to the individual who is creating it stages. Now, I know that there will be plenty of Nintendo-centric fans who don't want to hear any of this shit and will thumb this down into oblivion because they can't ever handle somebody talking negatively about it, so they will want to go and defend us tooth and nail and make excuses, but you shouldn't make excuses for something like this. It's kind of stupid. Like, don't do that, because you're just fucking over the community. You know, imagine it's happening to you. Do you think that it would be okay? No, if I upload a stage, and I'm talking tons of time and work, and trying to be creative, going into all this shit, using all sorts of different tricks, and making a stage that's not only creative and fun, but unique, and I upload it, and within 24 hours, that shit is gone. Completely and utterly deleted. I'd be kind of rocked. I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, that really just happened? For what fucking reason? It's not as if I made the stage look like a bunch of gigantic fucking jizzing dicks or something, and then put nothing but profanity and question mark blocks everywhere, just fuckity fuckerson. No, nothing like that, just a basic run-of-the-mill stage. So does it have to be an overnight success story for that? Just imagine if on YouTube, your video didn't hit 100,000 views, delete. Well, fuck, that would just completely piss off every single person who's making stuff, and no one would get anywhere. So hopefully this is not going to be a continued problem. I've always wondered, is this perhaps, potentially, maybe, just a glitch within their server system? I can't see how it would be, but maybe it is, possibly, and you just have to go and re-upload. I know not many of the people that have had this issue have talked about re-uploading it, but is that feasible? Is that possible? I don't know. Either way, this is Alpha Omega Sin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on!